Hi everyone. So welcome to the second video on NestJS email sending. In this video, we are going to generate dynamic email template and we are going to send it as a email body from the NestJS application. So in the first video, if you recall, we have implemented plain text sending as an email with basic configuration of the email. Okay. So let's jump into our project. So to generate a dynamic HTML template means on fly we can bind the data to a HTML file. Okay, so we will have a template, email template with HTML design. Okay, and there will be placeholders, and those placeholders data will be dynamically binded to it. Okay, so to do that, we are going to use another third-party library that is called Handlebar library. So using the Handlebar, we are going to uh, generate the dynamic template. Okay, so first let's install Handlebar package, npm package. So command to install handlebar is npm install --- save handlebars. Okay, let's install the package. After installing package, inside of the src, let's create a new folder like mails, any folder you can create. Inside of it, let me add a handlebar template. Okay, handlebar template extension will be HBS. Okay, .hbs, which is a handlebar file template. Okay, so I will create a one sample handlebar file like superhero.hbs. Okay, so I have already designed some HTML for sending as a email. Okay, handlebar template design. So I am going to copy paste it here. So here I have pasted my design. It is simply a HTML. Okay, snippet I have added here. See, some style tag, header, okay, and body type. So what it makes handlebar template means dynamic data will here we added as a placeholders with the double brackets. Okay, so what that means on dynamically that data will be binded before sending the email. Okay, so here superhero will be the model object to my template. From that object, I am going to render the required properties. Like here, I want to bind the names. Same way, in the style tag also, I used same object. Okay. So if you observe here, background image, superhero.image URL. I am rendering. I want to bind here image URL from the superhero object. Okay. If suppose one of the property of my superhero object is an array, then I can loop it using hash each. So these all syntaxes, hash each, double curly braces are handlebar syntax. Okay. So here what I can do, hash each means it will loop the content inside of it. So since it is a normal powers means powers here property is there, right? That is a simple array property. So this means the item will be rendered here. Okay. So that is the basic uh, template I have designed to send as an email. Okay. Now let's go to app module, and I want to do one more configuration. So this is a .hbs file, right? On project build, if our project build, this file should be automatically generated into our dist folder, right? So to do that, we need to add configurations in our nest-cli.json file. Okay. If you won't configure, okay, this directory, uh, whenever we deploy our project, the HTML template files or the handlebar template files will not be deployed. Okay, so let's configure first. For that, go to nestcli.json, and here compiler options. Okay, specify a compiler options. Inside of it, add a property like assets. Okay, it will be an array, and here I can define my template folder, mail template folder. So my template folder is mails, right? Slash all content inside of it, star. Okay, and then want to generate while watch also. Okay, watch mode also. Okay, save it and once run the project and observe the files are deployed to dist folder or not. Go to dist folder and you can see here mails and our handlebar template. Okay, and now go to app module and here inside of the mail module we have to configure our handlebar template as well. Okay, so let's configure it. So here let's add one more property like template. Okay, so here we can configure the our handlebar. Okay, first from which directory templates we want to load. So I can use join that loads from path, this path. Okay, and I want to join hyphen directory. This will give the current directory name. Okay, and my folder. What is my folder? Mails, right? So I have specified like this. And now next, that is the path we have to specify. Next adapter. What kind of library I am using for generating the template? Nothing but a handlebar, right? So here we need to specify the handlebar adapter. Okay, handlebar adapter. Okay, so that will be loaded from at the rate next mail modular dot dist slash adapters slash handlebar adapters. Okay, so here handlebar adapter. Okay, so that is the configuration required. Now let's create a new endpoint for sending the HTML email template, dynamic HTML email template as a body. Okay, in email controller, let's create a new action method. Okay, async. I will name it like post HTML email. I am expecting uh, some payload, so that payload data I am going to use it for HTML handlebar template binding data. Okay, so at the rate body to read the payload. Okay, and I want this should be a at the rate post method, and I will define route like HTML email. Okay, and now let's copy this code and here let me hard code two email address like okay, from payload I will take the two email address payload dot email to email. Okay, and next I want to send HTML, right? So here I can specify the template. So what is the name of my template? Superhero, right? Just specify the name. No need to give extension. Okay, superhero. And here we have to add one more property like context. So to this context, we have to send the data. So that data will be binded to our handlebar template. So let's open our handlebar template. I have defined one object, right? Superhero. So to that object, superhero, I will simply send my payload. Okay. So this payload should contains properties like name, powers, that is an array type, and image URL. These three properties must be present in this object because I am directly assigning to this. Okay, and I simply return success message. Okay, now let me open the Postman and try to prepare the payload to send an email. So here is the payload I have prepared. Okay, this is my endpoint, and I selected raw and I selected JSON application slash JSON, and here you can see name, power, image URL. All these properties are exist in this template, so they can replace while sending email. And here one more property we have, that is to email, so that this is the recipient email. Okay, let's send the email and see I got success response. That means email has been sent successfully to this recipient email. So let me check my email whether I received an HTML based email. Here you can see I got the email, and here you can see nicely formatted HTML design, and here see these are dynamically binded by looping over the handlebar template. Here we are looping right powers. So from Postman I have sent an array of data, and that data here in the handlebar using hash each we loop, right? Same way it is rendered list, li list is rendered. And see here Iron Man name. See, I have sent Iron name, sorry, but it is dynamically binded here name. And background image, this big background image I'm sending as a payload, right? Image URL, and that is binding here in the style tag. Here see, that's how handlebar dynamically binds our data to the handlebar template. Okay, I hope this video has delivered some useful information to you all. If you like my video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Soon we are going to meet with new videos. Until then, signing off.